Perfect. Level 2, 3 is the winner. I will still offer variations. And let's go ahead and start. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to yoga. Go into child's pose. So you can keep your knees apart. You can keep your knees together. Just take a moment there as you settle into child's pose to feel the weight of your body, especially as you transfer the weight of your body a little bit more towards your hips so you can sit on your heels. Remember, you can place a blanket or any sort of support behind your knees if reaching through the heels, through the hips is kind of hard for you. And reaching the arms above the head and letting the head or the forehead rest on the mat. I want you to take 3 full rounds of breath here. Just kind of ground yourself, welcome yourself into your practice. And see if you can notice the breath, especially the breath in, as you feel the breath perhaps expanding through the side ribs. Maybe the breath, your belly touching the inner thighs. Just notice perhaps any tension around the neck or the shoulders and see if you can let that tension to kind of soften with your exhale. And then in your next inhale, I want you to mentally breathe through the letter A. Like if you're saying, ah, as you breathe in. And as you exhale mentally, exhale with the ah sensation, so your throat relaxes a little bit more. And in your next inhale, slowly, let's go back into our hands and knees. You might want to slide the hands a little bit under your shoulders and closing your knees as well as the hips. And tuck your toes and start lifting the tailbone as you open the heart for your cow pose. Just kind of feeling the lower back. And as you exhale, nice and slow, tuck the tailbone, broaden the shoulder blades, and let your head drop. And take one more inhale, arching the lower back, find your cow. Exhale, press the floor away as you drop the head. And one last one, inhale, lift in. Exhale, round and push. And gently, we're gonna walk the hands a little further so we can go into our first downward facing dog. So spread your fingers wide, and as you start shifting the weight back to your feet, just make sure you feel the back of the legs. Feel free to bend the knees, pedal your dog, bending one knee at a time. And just feel grounded through your feet and your hands. And continue to feel the breath, especially through the sides of your ribs. Just letting the head feel heavy and relaxed through the back of your neck. See if you can lift the inner thighs a little bit more as you push the floor away with your hands. One more breath in. Full on exhale. With your feet together in the next inhale, bend the knees as you rise the heels, look up. As you start exhaling, you can walk or jump to the top of your mat. Take a full inhale to lengthen your spine halfway up. Long exhale, forward fold. Rest your fingertips on the ground, bend the knees, put some weight on your toes. Inhale, come all the way up, arms overhead, looking up. And long exhale as you scoop your belly, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Long exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Feel the strength through the legs as you reach up. And long exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Long exhale, press back directly into your plank. One foot at a time. Just notice your strength. So let's start by shifting some of the weight into your fingertips. Broaden the shoulder blades. Keep the navel towards the spine and lift through the thigh bones and just continue to push the floor away from your chest. One more breath. Keep the gaze forward and exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, rise the heels. As you exhale, walk or jump to the top. Long inhale, halfway up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, all the way up, arms overhead. One, exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, opening the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. And as you exhale, forward fold, step back into plank. Second round, start to feel a little bit more confident. Breathing through the side ribs. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Let's do one Sun Salutation A. Inhale, feet together, rise the heels, bend the knees, look up. As you exhale, walk or jump to the top of your mat. If you're jumping, keeping the knees together. Inhale, lengthen. Long exhale, release. Inhale, reaching arms overhead. Look up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Scoop your belly and put some weight on your toes. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, you can walk or jump back into your chaturanga, straight forward. You can drop the knees in here. Full inhale, up dog or cobra. Feel the chest pulling up. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Just one more like that. Connect the breath. Inhale, look forward. Prepare as you exhale to walk or jump to the top. Long inhale, halfway up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up. Long exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step or jump straight into your chaturanga, nice and slow. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Reach your right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Close your right hip. And rise your left heel. So you're pressing through the ball of your left foot. Push the floor away with your hands. And spread your right toes almost as high up towards the ceiling. Bend the top knee towards your chest and come into your high lunge. Right foot in between the hands. Left foot heel up. Arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, come halfway down and interlace your hands behind you. So you gotta squeeze the shoulder blades and press the knuckles back. And keep bending the front knee until you reach the top of the heel. Keep the belly engaged. Option one, stay here and continue to work on your front thigh. Option two, warrior three with the hands interlaced. Of course, you can go into any variation of warrior three. Whenever you're ready, shift the weight forward and hover the back leg. You can keep the front knee bent. Drop the chest a little lower. Stay with me, inhale. As you exhale, nice and slow, bend the front knee gently. Take your time, very slow, very slow. Let the back toes touch. Come back into your high lunge. Nicely done. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, stepping back. Find your three-legged plank. So right foot floats as you are in three-legged plank. Option one, Trichandasana, or take your natural chaturanga. And then up dog or cobra, inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Ooh, so take a moment to digest, to notice the energy, the heat in the body as we get ready for the other side. Take a full breath in through the nose. Long exhale through the nose. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, left foot up and back, three-legged dog. Rise your right heel, press through the ball of your right foot. Push the floor away to grow your hips and open those left toes as they go high up towards the ceiling. Look forward, bend the top knee to the chest, drop the left foot in between the hands, high lunge. Take your time, reaching arms overhead. Just notice your focus. If you are distracted or judging your efforts, just let it go. We're here to have fun, to feel alive. Bring the hands behind you as you bring your chest halfway down. Shoulders a little closer back. Belly in. Option 1, stay right here. Option 2, keeping the front knee bent, start shifting the weight forward. Find your variation of warrior 3. Kicking the back foot, pretend you're pressing that top heel into a wall. Drop the chest a little forward, down. And then slowly transitioning back into high lunge. Nice and slow. Take your time. Nice. Arms overhead, inhale. As you exhale, three-legged plank. So that left foot is going to flow back and up. Option 1, regular chaturanga. Or option 2, the 3 chaturanga. And inhale, up. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Just take a moment to check on you. How are you feeling? All right, let's keep walking. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Look as you exhale, walk or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. 1, exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Reconnect to your breath. Settle down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back into plank. Full breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Nice and slow. Tippy toes. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Coming to warrior 2. Right foot in between the hands. Left heel drops. Arms out to the side. Check your alignment here, right? Your foundation starts from the feet to the legs, to the hips, so then we finish with the arms. Let's reverse the warrior 2. So right palm reaches up and back. Left palm rests on the back leg. Keep bending the front knee, slightly open the front knee. 1 breath in. So you exhale, side angle. Any variation of side angle. I like to have a long, spacious side angle. But if you want to rest that right hand outside that front foot, go for it. 1 breath. We're going to transition into Ardha Chandrasana. So nice and slow, we're going to close that left foot forward and transition your right hand down on the floor to hover the top leg as you rotate the chest. Left toes pointing outside. Left hand reaches up. Keep the gaze down or keep your gaze up. Bring some weight into the inner right foot. 1 inhale, option 1 here. Option 2, bending the top knee to grab your ankle for sugarcane pose. 1 inhale. If you're grabbing your knee, slowly release. So everyone in Ardha Chandrasana. Nice and slow for Ardha Chandrasana. Close that top hip back into warrior 3. Reach behind you. Nice and slow. Reach your chest up and come into 3 pose. So that left foot is going to rest somewhere on your right leg. Full breath in. Full breath out. Nice. And then slowly release. Back into warrior 2. Nice, ladies or gentlemen. Reach your hands down. Step back into your plank. Option, take your Vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. This is where you need to honor what your body needs. Moving with mindfulness, nice and slow. Once you reach downward facing dog, close your eyes and take a full breath in and full breath out. Let's get ready for the left side. Take an inhale, reach your left foot up and back. And then as you exhale, bring it forward and find your warrior two. Shift sides. Settle your alignment. Start with your toes, your feet, your legs, your hips, and then grow taller through the torso. Reverse the warrior, inhale. As you exhale, side angle. Find your version of side angle. And slowly walk the back foot a little forward or towards the left foot. So you can shift your weight into that left foot as you maintain your right hip open and your left big toe heavy on the ground. You can also rest your fingertips on the ground. And notice any tension on the shoulders. Try to make the neck soften. The inner ankle of your left foot is engaged. Option to bend the top knee and just grab your ankle as you're going for that. It's going to challenge your balance. If you want to skip it, that's fine too. And slowly, if you're grabbing your ankle, come back into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. From half moon pose, slowly close the right hip and come back into your warrior three. So now your left glutes and your left thighs are in fire. And then slowly lift the chest and bring that right leg into tree pose. Oh, take a moment here. Find your tree pose, any variation. Just one more breath in. And then exhale, reach that right leg back. And back to warrior three and find your warrior two. Nice. Hands down, step back into your plank. From plank, come into your forearms. So we're doing plank in the forearms. It's like a dolphin plank. So I like to interlace my fingers. It helps me to engage more my core muscles, my upper back muscles. And then slowly drop the knees in here, the thighs, the hips, and untuck your toes and find your Sphinx pose. So as you come into your Sphinx pose, try to lengthen your sacrum towards the heels and press through the pubic bones, press through the elbows, and press the shoulders blades back. So you're resting the ribs into the shoulder blades. And then we're gonna go backwards. Tuck your toes, close the chest down and spread your shoulder blades. Lift the thighs, the hips, and then hover your knees back into that dolphin plank. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. And knees down, thighs and hips. Find your Sphinx pose. One breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly tuck your toes, close your chest, broaden the shoulder blades, thighs up, hips up, hover the knees. Now start lifting the hips up and back, walk the feet a little closer, back into our dolphin pose. It's all connected here. So try not to drown the weight on the shoulders. Instead, press your hips up and back, push the floor away through the forearms, and engage the core as you lift your inner thighs up. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, walk your feet all the way back slowly into that dolphin plank. You are stronger than you think. Shoulders above the shoulders at the elbows. And then drop the thighs, the knees, the hips back into your experience. Nice. Release the chest down and reach your hands back And interlace your fingers in here. So the shoulders are coming a little bit closer together, shoulder blades. Press the top of your feet. Press the chest up as you pull the knuckles back. Option 1, stay right here. Option 2, you're gonna hover the legs. Come into Shavasana, locust pose. 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale, grow a little taller, inhale. And exhale, release. Press back into your downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, right leg up and back. As you exhale, come into your pigeon pose so that right knee comes close to your right wrist as you open the right leg out to the side. Good. Remember, you can adjust your pigeon by placing a blanket or a block under your right hip. We want to keep the hips square. So bring your left hip point forward. Make sure the left toes are pointing towards the back of your mat. You can look back. Stay high on your dog and your pigeon for a moment. And then if you want to have the choice to come into your forearms. There is one thing we're gonna do here. We're gonna do a little twist. So it's like thread the needle on your pigeon. So the left arm is going to come behind the right. So your left arm is reaching to the right as you drop the left shoulder down. So your head is going to turn into the right and you're gonna rest your left ear on the floor. So your left hand is pressing on the ground. So now with your right hand, push the floor away to rotate the chest a little bit more towards the right. You can stay right here for option 1. Option 2, you're gonna bend the back foot and with your right hand, maybe you grab your pinky. So now you feel a stretch on the left quadriceps. So you have a stretch on the right lateral hip, a stretch on the left quadricep, and a twist and an open of the shoulder. This is more than a trifecta, it's a quadrifecta. And then slowly release the back leg if you're holding it. Undo your twist and press back into downward facing dog. Let's get ready for the other side. If you have a prop, change it to the left side, left foot up and back. And then as you exhale, find your pigeon on the left side. Remember, you can adjust that left heel to come a little closer to your pelvis if you feel discomfort on the front knee. Settle in your pigeon first. Right hip is gonna press forward and the back toes pointing back. Stay high on your pigeon to work a little bit on the strength of the spine muscles. And then as you exhale, come into your forearms. And here we're gonna thread the needle so the right arm is gonna go under and behind the left. So we can drop the right shoulder and the right ear into our mat. We're gonna use the left hand to press to rotate the chest to the left a little bit more. Option to stay here. And then you have the option to bend the back foot, grab it with your left arm for a quadricep stretch here. And try to keep that foot into your hand. One more breath in. And as you exhale, release the back foot, undo the twist, and press back into your downward facing dog. And take a moment to feel. We have done a full body workout. Now we have to go into a worked in, so we dive more into our breath. Bring your feet together, bend the knees, rise the heels. We're gonna come into a seated jumping. So you're gonna jump or you can drop your knees. Just try to sit in the center of your mat, find your Savasana. We have to do a Savasana. So pull the chest forward, squeeze the inner thighs, lengthen it through the lower back, soften the shoulders and smile. One more breath. And then exhale, release the feet on the ground, hip distance, and prepare for your bridge pose. So come into your backs, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, Press the heels, lift the hips. Find your version of bridge pose. Remember to keep your knees and your toes forward. Keep the gaze into the belly and press the chest up and back to your chin. One more breath. Exhale, slowly drop the hip down. Take a moment here, hands on your belly or your chest. 2 more rounds. Inhale, get ready. Full exhale, get ready. Inhale, lift the hips up. Full exhale. Deep inhale. As you exhale, slowly bring the hips down. Take one breath on your own. As you start inhaling, get ready. As you exhale, get ready. Your next inhale, lift up. Third round, bridge pose. It's a little bit of engagement of your inner glutes. One more breath. And exhale slowly. Bring the hips down. If this feels better to rest the feet on the ground, stay here. If you feel better by hugging the knees into the chest, go for the option that feels more nourishing to your body. Find your happy baby here, guys. So you can interlace your fingers around your big toe or grab the outer edges of your feet. Point the heels up and open the knees wider than the chest, perhaps as wide as your mat. Pull the feet down and kick the feet into your hands. A little stretch of the inner thighs and the hips. One more inhale. And as you exhale, slowly bring the knees to center and extend the legs right in front of you. Reach the arms overhead. Give yourself a long stretch. And then as you exhale, release the hands at your side and just give a moment here to settle into rest for Savasana. So your toes can be pointing out, externally rotating your thighs. Palms of your hands can be up or down. Just let the breath be natural here. Soften your face and your eyes, your tongue, your lips. Feeling your chest and shoulders relax. Your belly and your hips are relaxed. Your legs, your knees, your ankles and your feet are relaxed. Your arms and your fingers and your palms fully relaxed. Just allow yourself to be breathed by the experience as you observe the effects of your asana practice. Gently start deepening the breath, coming back into this moment, moving your toes and your fingers. Reach the arms overhead in your next inhale. And then as you exhale, hop the knees into the chest. Rock gently side to side. Roll all the way to your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. And whenever you feel ready, press to come all the way up to your comfortable seated as we get ready to close our practice. If you want to sit taller, just adjust. Crossing your legs or sitting on the heels, whichever works for you. Just make sure you grow taller through the spine. Relaxing the face, the shoulders, the neck. Notice what feels to be alive. Notice what feels to be in your body in this moment. Notice your heart perhaps is beating a little faster. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Deep long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one, inhale slowly through the nose. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Palms together in the center of your heart. A gentle bow forward. Close your practice with gratitude. Close your practice with compassion and a sense of happiness for the time that you have carved out of your busy schedule to reconnect to your true self. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.